What's up, guys? I'm going to do a short video here. Let's get some dry fire in for tonight. Tonight I'm going to focus on some shortcomings I discovered in last night's live fire. I am not gripping the gun nearly as hard as I should, especially shooting 40. I'm kind of gripping it the same way that I did my production gun, which was fine. I mean, the 9 doesn't kick that much, but even, fully weighted up, whatever it is, I feel like I need to grip a little harder to really control the recoil. I'm still learning the timing. It's just, it's different. I really thought learning it would be simple, seeing as it's almost identical. There's just a weight, magwell, and a bigger mag. I do have an Apex trigger this time, but I really, excuse me, I really thought it would just be a simple transition, but there's a lot more to it than just grabbing a M&P with a bigger caliber. So tonight I'm really going to focus on, I'm going to have the part-time set. Not going to pay attention to it that much, but like when I do a Blake drill and then some 6 reload 6, really going to focus on crushing the grip. And I'm going to try a new method that when Mike and I were shooting last night about gripping in a different manner, as opposed to just gripping the gun with your strong hand all the way around. It's more of a feel like you're pushing your palm into the gun and you're doing like a back to front pressure. I'm going to goof around with it tonight and try it in live fire. And I'm going to have a lot of live fire coming up where it's dot drill and doubles to really just get used to the timing, get used to the gun. It's taking longer than I thought, but let's get to it. I'll start off with some Blakes. 2-second fire, and see where we go from there. You guys can see that I'm going a lot slower. Like I said, the part-time's just set. That's what it should be. Really focusing on grabbing and getting my grip down. And I apologize if it sounds a little lackluster today. I'm still kind of tired, kind of out of it, but I got to get some dry fire in, so. If you guys haven't noticed, it's not so much having a scheduled dry fire plan. While that helps, the important thing is to really just get the gun in your hand every day and mess around with it. Have it there in your hand, practicing gripping the gun. Now, if you want to get more serious about it, I do recommend having like a plan and a structure and going that way. And that's really kind of what my company is based off of. I mean, I do teach some classes, but I think of it more as like a coach. I kind of just help you build to where you're supposed to be and just get better and stay on top of you. Because too many times I've seen people take classes, and I've been in the class with them, where they don't really they don't really use what they're taught. And the cool thing about a coach is, somebody to stay on top of you, send me like a couple of my students, they do their online, my online program, and they're allowed to send me 5 videos a month. So when I start breaking down their 5 videos of match footage, I can talk to them about, hey, we've practiced this. Why aren't you doing this? What's stopping you? And then reformat their practice to really focus in on that and drill it into them. That's a new way to do things. So, what's up, Jeff? And if you guys are interested in something like that, if that's something you want to do to try and go to that next level, or you need somebody to basically hold you accountable in your training and help guide you, you can always send me a DM or a message, and we'll set something up. Another reason you see me guys going real slow, I'll be honest with you, when I've been shooting live fire, I have apparently developed, I don't know if it's the 40 or just a new gun in general, I've actually developed a pretty bad flinch when it comes to the gun. I ran the doubles drill yesterday, and I wasn't too happy with it. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but wasn't what I wanted. And I've noticed a lot of sporadic movements, jerking the trigger down. So that's why I'm going to do a lot of dot drills. I'll show you that, guys. Maybe I'll print one up tomorrow. I showed the dot drill in a previous video, but for those that haven't gone back, I'll bring another sheet out and show you kind of what that's about. I kind of like that. I did that one with the grip pressure going back to front with the strong hand. Kind of a fan. I may have to play with that one a little more. Seems to definitely allow the trigger finger to move more freely. A lot of times what happens when you grip really strong with your strong hand, you get a really tense trigger finger. I didn't do that on my production gun. On my production gun, I barely grip with my strong hand at all. It was my support hand giving me a lot of the recoil control, and this would just go to town, not have to worry about grabbing the, holding on tight to the gun. Not so much the case with this 40. This 40 really needs all the help it can get. Because even with that ammo I use that I showed you guys in the video, that MB Precision, that's tuned ammo, still making major power factor. It's still quite a pop. So I think I'm going to play with that grip. Yeah, MB Precision makes some pretty good stuff. So, show you guys what I'm talking about. Generally, when the handgun's grip You just grip it like so, kind of just grip around it. And a lot of times when you squeeze with the whole hand, when you squeeze the trigger, this is what happens. That's what you get, a lot of low left guys that are right-handed. That's what causes that. But if you teach yourself to just grip with your hand and manipulate the trigger, you won't have so much movement. I've developed a flinch to where I am having this, which is not good. But this new grip that Mike was talking about that he's messing around with, he's putting all the pressure here and then pushing his palm on the back strap forward. So you're like vicing it this way, back and front with your strong hand. And then same thing with your support hand, just kind of gripping it left to right. So I kind of dig it. I'm going to mess around with it some more and see how I like it. Do some doubles and dots with it and see how it does with recoil control. Now I'm going to do some 6 reload 6s. Interesting. Four-second par. Again, I'm not going to worry about the par too much, but I do want to really focus on my grip. I can just tell just from doing it right now that I'm not really doing that new grip I was talking about. I'm kind of reverting back to what I've always done, which is just grip the gun. Didn't really pay attention to whether or not it was a front to back. Just grip it and rip it. So that's going to take some practice and getting used to. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that went fine. I'll load this guy for a little bit. losing grip pressure after the reload again. Gotta watch that. That's better. You know, it's funny when I actually have a proper grip, even with the support hand, I really feel like I can manipulate the trigger faster. Just even with that new grip, everything kind of just falls into place. Yeah, this one I broke the shot while still reloading and the gun was bobbling. That would have not been good. Got really lazy putting that mag in. There we go. That's better. Are you guys feeling more comfortable with the gun, with reloads, with draws? Out of mags. Do you feel like your gun manipulation or weapon manipulation is better on day, what are we on, 21? 21? Yeah. I did the same thing. I ended up moving my gun straight again, or my mag straight again, so. Oh. Rob, thanks for joining us on day 21. What's 9 plus 10? 21? You stupid. No, I'm not. Index strong. Even little stuff, like perfect example. Still not the best at it, but putting this gun back in the holster, I went and looked back at some of the couple first videos when I first started using this holster. Sitting there moving the gun around like a cup in the theater seat, just trying to find out where it goes. Proof that, 21 days can really make a difference. Couple more guys and I'm going to call it. I know I just did a whole video on the 6 reload 6, and yes, I should have just dropped that one and went to my other mag, but I'm doing this video to help you, but as much as it helps you guys, it's helping me get ready for the season, so I need to work on the grip. That's a huge downfall for me right now, so and that massively ugly reload. Yeah, the good news is, though, Jeff, in your division, you only really have to reload once a stage, really, so. Bonus to carry optics unlimited. I'm doing it because it's a new gun. Felt like Blake Miguez there for a second. Did my 2-2-2. As I reloaded, I looked at the screen. 2-2-2. That's pretty good. And Jeff, if you're still having problems reloading, pull back to the briquette drill. Break it down to 3s. Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. And just sit there and hammer on those. You'll get it. All right, guys. It's going to call it for me. My hands are kind of toast, and I actually have a dry fire routine to finish for someone. So, day 22, tomorrow, I'm sure I'll find something exceptionally not exciting to work on. We'll try and make it exciting. I'll see you guys tomorrow.